Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with our FLEXpectations series. We're out every Thursday, as you probably know by now, at 4:30 p.m. to look ahead to the weekend's boxing action. Two relatively big shows this weekend. No better place to start than the comeback of Gennady Golovkin after 9 months out. So it's the first defeat of his professional career against Canelo Alvarez. It's also his first fight in a broadcasting deal that should net him a lot of money from DAZN, following in the footsteps of Canelo, of course. And there's still the chance that a third fight between Triple G and Canelo could take place in September. But first of all, in New York on Saturday night, Gennady Golovkin's got to get past Steve Rolls. Now, if your natural reaction to that is Steve who, I don't blame you. He's Canadian, he's not a full-time fighter, he's also a personal trainer, but he is unbeaten, he is confident and ambitious, and he's coming into this determined to win. Of course, he's coming into this determined to win until he starts getting a grip of Triple G, who, although he's now under a new trainer in Jonathan Banks, after a long-time relationship with Abel Sanchez, will be wanting to make a real statement. New trainer, new broadcast partner, coming off a loss which he still disputes, wanting to nail down that third fight with Canelo. I would expect Triple G to stamp his authority on the contest early on and really push back Steve Rolls, who hasn't been anywhere near this level before. His best win's probably over Keandre Leatherwood, who's a kind of journeyman club fighter, maybe slightly higher level than that, but nothing compared to Triple G and the kind of guys he's been in with, not just Canelo, but the guys he's beaten as well. And obviously most people had Triple G winning the first fight with Canelo, which ended in a controversial draw. So if you're watching it to see a kind of competitive 50-50 fight, I wouldn't bother. However, if you're watching it to see what Triple G's got left and see how impressive he looks under his new coach, definitely watch it. I know they've been working a lot on speed, him and Jonathan Banks. They felt that he'd lost a bit of that in his stalking style that he developed under Abel Sanchez, that kind of front foot counter punching style. So they've been working a lot more on hand and foot speed, so it'll be interesting to see how that one works out. But I don't expect Steve Rolls to last until the halfway point. If he does, it won't be much longer, in my view. But as we've seen last week, upsets are possible. So you know, keep your money close to you. The other big thing at the weekend are the WBSS cruiserweight quarterfinals. The bantamweight and super lightweight divisions for the WBSS this time around have been so exciting. It's easy to forget that the cruiserweights go to war as well, and they're at the semi-final stage. So we'll see Andrew Tabiti fight against last year's semi-finalist Junior Dorticos of Cuba, and we'll also see the WBC cruiserweight title vacated. Well, not vacated as such. Alexander Usyk's been made champion in recess now, so that will be disputed by a former champion who Usyk beat to get the title in the first place, Mariusz Bridis, and he'll be fighting Krzysztof Glowacki of Poland. So interesting matches. I'd expect Bridis to get past Glowacki either by a late stoppage or points pretty, comfortably, I would say. Bridis is a very, very good technical fighter. The other one's a lot harder to call. Dorticos, big power puncher, good technical fighter too, 6'3", big guy, blasted out Kudryashov, of course, in last year's WBSS before coming up against Murat Gassiev in an absolute war. Lost that one in the final round, took a lot out of him, I think, as well. Tabiti, more of a technical fighter, can be awkward, fresher from the Floyd Mayweather stable. He's a decent underdog in the betting, so I'd take a real look at that because I think he's got a real good chance in that fight. So you might want to get down to the bookies, watch some tape first and make your choice from there. We want to hear from you, of course. Let us know what you think of Triple G's change of trainer. Will he nail down a third Canelo fight? Do you know much more than me about Steve Rolls? You probably do, so let me know some tidbits about him perhaps. And also, who are your picks for the WBSS Cruiserweight semi-finals? Let us know in the comments below. We'll respond to some of the better ones. We'll also be back next week, obviously 4:30 p.m. again on Thursday for FLEXpectations, looking ahead to the Tyson Fury fight against Tom Schwartz. But if you can't wait until then, Monday 4:30 p.m. we're here as we are every week with Reflections, where we'll look back on the weekend's action and assess Triple G's performance and the WBSS semi-finals. Thanks very much for your time. I look forward to seeing you again soon.